today, I invite you to grab a welcome packet off the wall back there by Doug, and she'll give it to you. If you'd like a tour of the grounds, we can meet up here, and I'd be glad to take you around. Big breath, Christy. I am Christy Carr. I am your practitioner for the day, and I would. I'm sorry.
Now, is there anything that tells you that the sound is going through?
I am Christy Carr.
Yes, right
and I
here.
welcome you to the center.
But it doesn't look like it is.
To live spiritually fulfilling lives.
It's not muted here.
The practitioners today in the service
Should
are
show up.
Mary, Charlotte, and we'd be glad to give you prayer service by the
Jeez, I didn't plug it in.
I would also like to thank all the other people in service today in the many different capacities. Let's take a minute and wave to the camera and say hi to it. Also, please silence your cell phones, and we'll have a song by the 360 Band.
All right, you practiced this song last week, and here we go again. Put a little love in your heart, and if you feel so inclined, you'll want to stand up because it feels good. It feels good to move. We'll have words.
Oh, think of your fellow man, lend them a helping hand. Put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh, please don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Oh, another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. You want the world to know we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Oh, put a little love in your heart. That's right. Put a little love in your heart. Woo. Put a little love in your heart. Just put a little love in your heart. Oh, take a good look around, and if you're feeling down, put a little love in your heart. I know when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Oh, put a little love in your heart. That's all it takes. Put a little love in your heart. I know you got it. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Oh, put a little love in your heart. Whoa.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Hi again. Thank you, you guys. That was perfect. Focus announcements. So Friday, June 19th, it's written in the cards, a summer solstice eve with Lori Barnes, Jenny Young, and Reverend Sue. So they're excited to offer a fun workshop in celebration of the summer solstice. So if you'd like to be a part of that, please come and join us. There's more information in your pamphlet that they pass out by the door. Tie-Dye Under the Sky with Ruby Runyon and Jen Catoli, Sunday, June 21st, from 12:30 to 2. This is limited to 18 participants, and please sign up Wednesday, June 17th, so we know that you're interested in the workshop. Also honoring Reverend Sue, retirement. I'm not going to cry. We're going to go to Castle Craig State Park in the group picnic area. If you'd like to join us, Sunday, June 28th from 4:30 to 7:30. There's carpooling if you need a ride. There's a sign-up sheet on the wall. Take a peek at the wall back there, and if you need a ride, sign up with someone. They already have people and who's they're taking and all that good stuff. So join us, please. Okay, the Children's Church is looking for a new Children's Church director, which is a paid position. And we're also looking for a new church nursery attendant, which is also a paid position. So if you're interested in either position, please email the office for more information. Thursday, July 2nd, I'm going to start a class, Spiritual Practices and Principles. And this is a foundations class if you're looking for that. The Rainbow Circle I do, it's going to be on Thursday nights now, starting June 2nd from 7:30 to 9:30, probably 9. And then Reverend Sue, last service as our minister, just around the corner. So let's all get together. There's things happening all day long. If you have any ideas or if you would like to do something in lieu of all this wonderful day, celebrating Sue, please call us. Let us know. Give us ideas. Okay. Now we'll have a reading by Susan. Here she comes.
Good morning. I am so grateful to be here with you as we are catapulted into the tan line season. I also just want to say I love the topic of this month, love. And I'm super excited to, and looking forward to hearing what Reverend Sue has to say about this morning's topic, Born to Love, because I have a feeling she's going to guide us a little bit deeper than our t-shirt slogan, which, Born to Love, you all are probably going to sing that song. Anyway, all about love. The readings this morning that Reverend Sue selected, the first one is an excerpt from All About Love by Bell Hooks. And what she says is that spiritual life is first and foremost about commitment to a way of thinking and behaving that honors principles of interbeing and interconnectedness. When we choose to lead a spirit-filled life, we recognize and celebrate the presence of transcendent spirits. Some people call this presence soul, God, the beloved, the higher consciousness, higher power. Still others say that this force is what it is because it cannot be named. To them, it's simply spirit moving in us and through us. So a commitment to a spiritual life necessarily means we embrace the eternal principle that love is all, is everything, is our true destiny. Despite overwhelming pressure to conform to a culture of lovelessness, we still seek to know love. That seeking is itself a manifestation of divine spirit. And Earnest Holmes from Richer Living says, when we let the love that is within us go out to the God who is in all people and the divine presence that is in all things, then we're loving God with all our heart and with all our soul and mind, because we're recognizing that the Spirit within us is the same Spirit that we meet in others. Finally, metaphors. Love is like a wildflower growing through a crack in the sidewalk, not planted by design, not found where beauty was expected, but rising anyway through the hard places. It illustrates that love sometimes appears in the ordinary moment, the inconvenient season, the unlikely person, the place we nearly walked right past. And when this wildflower appears the way it does, it changes the entire landscape.
Let's take a moment and take a big breath. And join with me in knowing there is one life, one presence, one infinite spirit expressing itself in, through, and as all creation. This presence is here, now, filling this sanctuary with peace, love, joy, and wisdom. I recognize that each person gathered here is a unique expression of the divine. We are united in spirit, connected through the one heart. In this sacred moment, we open ourselves to greater awareness, deeper understanding, and a renewed inspiration. I know that this service unfolds in perfect order. Every word spoken, every sung song, every song sung, every prayer offered, and every moment shared is guided by divine intelligence. We are uplifted, encouraged, and transformed by the truth of who we are. So with gratitude, I welcome the presence of love, healing, and possibility. I trust that all who enter this space gets exactly what they need, right here, right now. And so I release this word, knowing it to be so right now, and so it is. Thank you, Judy.
Good morning. You never know when I was telling Charlie this morning, I said, I don't know why, but I have so many butterflies in my stomach. And then Susan did that reading. Susan, you exemplify everything I love about the center and how I want it to be carried on. So you can't go, you can never retire from this. So it just, and people keep saying, how are you doing? It's getting close. It's getting close. And I certainly won't miss the difficult things, making some hard decisions and dealing with some of the tender things that we've experienced all together along the way. But boy, I'm gonna miss something so big. So Kathleen, I will come in for some therapy. She kept saying, "Do you want to come in for some tapping?" I said, "No, I'm doing pretty good." Until Susan read that. Born to love. Born to love. And I think I understand that more these days than I ever did. I've shared this before, but it became more meaningful as I was listening to Susan share the reading. Because when I was little, when Eisenhower was president, do you guys remember? Some of you were around at that time, maybe. And we were so frightened at the time as school children, not like the children are today with gun shootings at the schools, but we would be always afraid of the atomic bomb and hiding, right? Do you remember those days? And I remember I wrote a letter and I wrote many essays to Eisenhower saying, if we could just love one another, if we could just do that, if you could listen to the children, if you could, then this would all be over and we wouldn't have to be so afraid. And then flash forward all these years and it's still going on. But what else is even more important? Love has prevailed all through that, right? You've all experienced so many forms of love, loss of love, renewed love. And so here we are, sharing today at this month of trusting love, higher, deeper love. And you know, the main topic is I was made for loving you. I think I was. I think I've really lived my life purpose. I was made for loving you. And so we shrink it down to born to love because we're all here together in that knowing. And I promised you last week that I would return with Anne Lamont's story from Somehow Thoughts of Love. Excuse me, I have a little tiny issue there. And I want to tie the threads back to last week's message into today's message because it's so important what Anne Lamont reflects back to us. The story's a little treasure. It's filled with short stories. So, but one of her favorite quotes that she starts the message I'm going to share with you is a quote from William Blake. And it says, "We are here to endure the beams of love." We are here to endure the beams of love. Now, she translated that into her life message. Her family knows that that needs to speak about her when she makes her transition because it's that important to her. And actually, he uses the words that we are here to bear the beams of love. She changed it to endure. But his actual words, bear the beams of love. But she found that the word burden seemed more meaningful as she traveled through many life experiences. And that quote hit home for me too, because I've watched and been with so many of my own experiences, but many of yours as well, when your hearts were broken. And I also think about what we were taught when we were growing up. We weren't taught something like that. If we asked our parents, you know, what love is, they certainly didn't say we are here to bear the burden of it or beams of love. We all had different influences. We're a melting pot of different parenting, different teachings, different spiritual upbringings. And we might have been taught basically to tell the truth, to try hard, not to lie, do good in school, don't be conceited, don't think too highly of yourself, clean up after yourself. That was a big one in my family. And brush your teeth. But I don't ever recall my mother ever sharing that we were here to endure the beams of love. So I invite you, as we share together today, to think about the moments where love broke your heart. And soon we learned, yes, we didn't like hearing it, but we had to move on. That's not the easiest message to digest, especially when it's your first love. And when that first love is tied to some form of betrayal of love, that led us to perhaps shield our heart just that much more. And maybe it was so severe that we even shut down, closed down all around love. And Anne describes it this way: if you practice enduring people's bewildering love for you, it will change you molecularly. It loosens you, gooses you, warms you. Bearing the beams of love can dislodge joy, pain, shame, and pride trapped inside of you, and make you smell strange and funny, like soup. And I thought, like soup. So what kind of soup came to your mind? Bad smelling? Or something luscious? So she said, considering that love can disappoint and bruise our hearts, she decided to consult her 6-year-old colleague, her grandson. And here was his answer that I find very precious. So here's her words. I consulted my 6-year-old colleague to see if he could amplify the earlier statement that love is, well, you know, this stuff. Tell me more if you can, I said. What is love? He thought this over for a moment. He said, it's like, you know, duh. She said, that's all we need to know. Not the Greek delineations from eros, passionate love, to agape, selfless divine love, or my own addition, and this is called moskatos. I might have pronounced that wrong, but that's the love of animals. It's this feeling, this energy exchange of affection, compassion, kindness, warmth, hope. Duh. So you might have come here today thinking, what else can you say about love? Love is love. Love is love. Duh. But I'll come back to her in just a moment. She says, wait a minute. We're here to learn to endure the beams of love, we, meaning humankind. Well, there's the rub. That's the fly in the ointment. The best we can do, the best of us can be raging narcissist, annoying, petty, misguided, and self-destructive. What a sorry, scary bunch we can be, humanity. My friend, Father Terry Ritchie, once said, you have to learn not to have a broken heart after learning there are people all over this country who would volunteer to work for free in a death camp. So the story goes on with many of her sweet, sweet examples. But I want to share, as we go into a little bit deeper into the philosophy that we love to share together from the scriptures. Maybe you remember some of these from the Bible, from your younger years. Little children, let us love, not in word or speech, but in truth and action. Now that part didn't stick with me. Love the little children. You know, those first few words captured in many songs, right? But not in word or speech. This is from John, but in truth and action. And another one from John, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you. That familiar? We're all afraid to kind of go, yeah, kind of, I don't pay attention. But here's something that comes closer to my years of study from Hinduism. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna teaches Arjuna that spiritual maturity is the capacity to see the divine everywhere. The true yogis see with equal eye all living beings in God and God in all living beings. The awakened person does not love others as an act of moral obligation, but because they have learned to see through the illusion of separateness. When we recognize the same divine presence in ourselves and in others, compassion becomes a natural hospitality. It becomes sacred, and every encounter becomes a doorway into the one life capitalized, into the divine. So let's look at our reflections today as we revisit this idea of duh. We don't have to do anything to experience love. We don't have to do anything. It just is, always present. As Ernest has said 100 ways, it is a direct outpouring of spirit. We are born with this divine presence. It is innate within us all. Our very essence is this love. Everyone's essence is love. Our understanding is revealed as we evolve our understanding personally of this amazing truth, and we begin to let go of our judgments of others. Let humans be humans. And of course, avoid the ones that rub you wrong. That'll be in my Bible. Or they seem blind to their true nature. And that always brings up that moment that Jesus said, "Forgive them, they know not what they do." That will help us all the time. Whether you believe in the biblical stories or not, forgive them. They know not what they do. Just walk on. So today is our day. Today is our day to begin again. Every day is a new day to begin again. To recognize there is a divinity of love everywhere. And when we allow ourselves to grow into that principle, to grow into that understanding, we're going to be watching our own personal transformation as we bear witness to it in ourselves, in our very hearts. Because no matter how humanity is behaving, you get to own your own peace of mind. You get to own your own heart. And you get to choose love, regardless how risky it might seem. It is vital in these times not to give up a piece of yourself, grumbling about how horrible so-and-so is. But most likely, there will always be an unskillful, unaware, even rude and mean people in this world. May we pity them. May we not curse them, but allow our hearts to be honest. I feel for you, buddy. May love prevail in your world. May love find you. May love be expressed through you. Because I think I'm a believer that these people don't need pity like, I feel so sorry for you, and separating myself like I'm higher than them. But maybe they haven't learned the lessons I've had in my own experience, in your experiences, that polished your heart into understanding what love is. They weren't maybe as aware or interconnected. They're blind to this concept that we speak of with such sincerity. So this sense of being oblivious, selfish, self-centered. Oh, do I have the words for it? Get it all out there. Go ahead. But then realize, and divine love resides in them. Divine love resides in them too. When we can end our rampage of feelings, when we're thrown off by the behavior of someone, when we can end it with a with a true, sincere blessing of heart. And if the first time you say something beautiful about love and it doesn't seem to penetrate the angst that you're feeling, say it again. Say it again, and say it another time, until suddenly you feel the actualization birthing itself in your own heart space. And accepting this, you see, then we lead with love. We were born to love. We live in love, and we act in love. This is the universal life principle. Love is everywhere present, omnipresent. Of course, we remember how we were shaped by our upbringing, and this idea was not always, as I mentioned, the idea of our parents, teachers, elders. And sometimes maybe they were trying to say it, but our ears didn't have the ears to hear, or they weren't very skillful. They could have been saying it while they were spanking us. This hurts me more than you. No, it doesn't. Or maybe you, as you listen to me right now, maybe this idea just seems a little bit too prissy, a little bit, too goody two-shoes. You want to be a little more tough about it. Because who wants to be labeled goody-good? I don't mind it. Oh, you go to that goody-good church. Yeah, proud of it. I'm proud of it. But if we choose to live by a truth that is an inner reality that we value, and already knowing, we don't have to go far because it's innately in us as us, then ultimately it will become how we see the world. We'll see through new lenses. And we will lean into the message from last week about self-love first. Because what you curse on another, please look into the mirror and see where it dwells in you. And it cleans it up very quickly. Our capacity to cultivate this inner knowing of love then begins to be reflected back to others most effortlessly. It just flows. That's what love does. That's what love is. It's respect. It's forgiveness. It's a ho'opono. And it creates a spaciousness within us that we are hungry for. We're hungry for this in our stressed out world. And now Bell Hooks, the author of the book of the month, All About Love, and has taken this, and she quotes M. Scott Peck. Love is as love does. Love is an act of will, namely both in intention and in action. Will also implies there's a choice. We do not have to love. We choose to love. Doesn't that feel less goody-good? So, something else, she says, self-love is the foundation of our loving practice. Without it, our other efforts to love fail. Giving ourselves love, we provide our inner being with the opportunity to have unconditional love we may have always been longing for, to receive from someone else. In my belief that God is love and that love is everything, our true destiny then sustains us. All awakening to love is spiritual awakening. Very profound writing. And it's evident as I share these words that we must deal with the good and the bad and the ugly. All the challenges that life itself presents. But we deal with it. We deal with it by expanding our understanding and not blocking our understanding. By proclaiming what love should like or feel like. If we pigeonhole what love should look like, we're never going to get there. Whoa, it's showing up this way this week. Whew, I got some work to do. So think about these things as you listen to these words. I really invite you to self-reflect and watch what pokes at you, what disturbs you, what awakens you, what encourages you. I have gone down the rabbit hole this last few days. I watched a documentary on Janice Ian. I was telling Dick Sorensen about it. And getting to listen to her original music, listening to her, how her life shaped itself around her passion, her love, her sincerity of expressing this love. It's on PBS, so anybody can have access to it, but it's a really beautiful watch. It just, Charlie and I felt so deeply moved by her, getting to see her entire lifespan and the love. So as I return to scripture to reinforce our take on love, then, there is an ancient word, sarvatma bhava. And this means the awareness that the self is present in all things, the state of seeing all life as one shared spiritual reality. You see, scripture keeps turning it back on itself and repeating it over and over again. Let us not miss the words. The spiritual insight here in the Hindu Vedantic tradition. This points to the realization that the divine self is not confined to one person, one tribe, one religion, or one circumstance. It is the awakened truth that the spirit within me is the same spirit shining through you, through the stranger, through the difficult person, through the whole living world. Love then is not merely an affection or a preference. It is spiritual recognition. To love one's neighbor as oneself is to perceive that beneath personality and difference, there is one life looking out through many faces. That's Scott Aubrey from Spiritual Passages. I love his insights. I love to take what he pulls forth and chew on it for a while and realize he really helps me expand my understanding, my ideas. So we're here to raise our spiritual consciousness together and understand and evolve our own hearts to be open. Let them be open today instead of shutting down. Some of us might be exhausted, but we got this. We can do this. We take on the vulnerability then of staying true to love's presence no matter what. It isn't helping us. It isn't helping the world if we withdraw. But standing in what is and unfolding into a greater idea is bringing the light in. This little love of mine, I'm going to let it shine. It's healing to all the woundedness, along with the personal self-care that comes from living such a life and deep self-love. So Earnest Holmes, the way to arrive at high consciousness, that's what I stand for. That's what I love, being able all these years to share messages with you, not because I dwell in high consciousness and you're so cool to know me. I'm desperate to be there. So that's why I like to go scratch a little deeper. So Earnest Holmes did too. The way to arrive at high consciousness is to have a great faith in the willingness and the ability of spirit to do all for us by working through us. We must believe in the inherent goodness and the all-powerfulness of spirit. We must let every path lead us back to the point where we realize the inner presence of the great reality. There, through the door of our own thought, we enter into universal consciousness, into a complete realization of life, truth, of love, and beauty. The original spirit was always about harmony, beauty, truth, and everything that goes with ultimate reality. So, knowing that, we realize the universe is not divided. And he goes on to say, when we let the love that is within us go out to the God who is in all people, when we allow that relationship to blossom, the divine presence that is in all things, then we are loving God with all our heart and with all our soul and with all our mind, because we are recognizing that the spirit within us is the same spirit that we're meeting in the other. This is loving our neighbors as ourselves. Gives me chills. I'm taking on the challenge this week. Boy, we got lots of work to do. But every time I speak, remember, in terms of we, I'm speaking just like Anne Lamott reminded us, it's not us here, it's all of humanity. The global message then of hope for our own sanity and survival through these conflicted times, painful times in our world. But love is powerfully at the center of all things, and we can continually choose to express this love with all the qualities that we have cultivated in our own heart. Let us show up for each other then in that knowing. We are the ones that have a choice to be present and impact what is going on by staying in the principle of love, acting loving even when we want to bury our heads and shield our hearts and cry at the injustices that we see. But committing to love that is born in us and making a deeper connection to life, we hold the power keys to reunite a world that is shaken and feels broken. And crying helps. As we continue to integrate these principles of divine love into our everyday experiences, I believe all tears are holy. Holy. They help free the heart. They help bring our voice back. You might notice how when you are really upset and you want to speak, your voice cracks. Take a moment, cry it out a little bit so that your lubricates the truth that's trying to speak out of you. Free your heart to be heard and have greater understanding. This is taking action, and this is responsibility that we learn to show up better with compassion, acceptance, and willing to the best of our ability recognize our interbeing and our interconnectedness with all that is. And it's going to be clumsy at times. But we do what we know deep inside that life is calling us to do. Love must go forth to meet love. Earnest Holmes, all people rooted in God. It is only as we go down to the roots of our being that we unify with others in spirit and truth. Everything that follows is the play of life upon itself. Earnest Holmes never let up. We realize that when we focus in on these things, that really everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to love and be loved and feel needed. It's a given. We all want to feel also that what we're doing is important in the world. So I want to return, as I do a closing, I'll have Judy come up, but the closing words, going back to William Blake, something that she wraps up her little chapter on this, I found it important to share with you in total. I will tell you what Blake actually wrote more than 200 years ago. And we are put on earth a little space that we may learn to bear the beams of love. And then she goes on, if the younger ones in our lives can remember only this one idea, that they are here briefly, a little space to love and to have been loved, they will have all they need, because love is all they need, rain or shine, love, cough drops, and one another. Good old love, elusive and steadfast, fragile and unbreakable, and always there for the asking, always, somehow. So let's join in prayer with that. Somehow, we're finding our way. So join with me as you soften into your own being and allow that softening to be a felt sense of I am opening. I am opening to the call of the divine. I've heard it my lifetime. I've seen it, felt it, followed it for a lifetime. And I choose again to let love lead the way. Feel in your own heart space the revelation of truth birthing itself, calling to you, welcome home, my beloved. Welcome home, dear one, to your true self. Find your strength here as you enter the holy temple of your own heart. Everything else fades away. I am here. I am here. Love calls. I am here. And we awaken. Something in us is stirring. There is a revelation, a sense of inner courage to walk on, to go out into the world and speak truth with kindness, to continue daily, moment by moment, practicing forgiveness and being the example of love, walking the talk of love, being all that we long for in the world to love us back. We empower ourselves with a greater love that beams a light out into the world, and it changes everything. We give thanks for all the wisdom along the way, that we have reached out and held each other's hands on this journey. We have held each other's hearts when they were broken. We have encouraged each other to keep finding our way, and that we stand by each other, hand in hand and heart to heart. Thank you, God, for creating this center for spiritual living, where collectively we become empowered in love. I give thanks for all of this, for we are one. And I speak to your heart, and I speak to my heart, and I speak to the one heart. Let's keep going and doing the good work. We are so blessed to have each other. I release this prayer knowing that it's already so. It has activated something more beautiful than we ever imagined inside of ourselves. It's going to be a great life from here on. Thank you, God. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You would? You gonna sing with us? You bet, you bet. Is a beautiful song. As Christy V. Fleetwood Mac did it. Just
For you, there'll be no more crying. For you, the sun will be shining, and I feel it when I'm with you. It's all right. Oh, I know it's right. To you, I'll give the world. To you, I'll never be cold. 'Cause at least here when I'm with you, it's all right. Oh, I know it's right. And the songbirds are singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. And I wish you all the love in the world. But most of all, I wish it from myself. And the songbirds are singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. Oh, like never before. Like never before.
Have the ushers come forward, please. As I prepare to give my offering, my heart is filled with love and appreciation, since what I am offered here is for my spiritual well-being. I am filled with gratitude, knowing life stays in balance, for as I give, I receive.
Okay, Magic Penny. You can sing with us.
You can warm up your finger snaps
Oh,
if you have some. Love is something if you give it away. Give it away. Give it away. Love is something if you give it away. You end up having more. It's just like a magic penny. Hold it tight and you won't have any. Lend it, spend it, you'll have so many. They roll all over the floor. For love is something if you give it away. Give it away. Give it away. Love is something if you give it away. You end up having more. Money's dandy and we like to use it, but love is better if you don't refuse it. It's a treasure and you'll never lose it unless you lock up your door. Oh, love is something if you give it away. Give it away. Give it away. Oh, love is something if you give it away. You end up having more. So let's go dance until the break of day. And if there's a piper, we can pay. For love is something if you give it away. You end up having more. Oh, love is something if you give it away. Give it away. Give it away. Love is something if you give it away. You end up having more.
I give thanks for all the blessed donations received in the offering this morning and during the week. I know each dollar supports this spiritual family in many ways as we grow together, pray together, and give thanks for all that this center has been blessed with today and always. And so it is.
I was telling Dick also that I watched something on Mick Jagger, and I think Mick Jagger and Dick Sorensen have the same moves and grooves. And we know him personally. If you want his autograph, we'll do a fundraiser. It's only $100 per. I want to highlight, Robin, you're here, and I want you to come forward, can you, for a moment? Robin doesn't often be able to come to Sunday services because she's dedicated to her granddaughter and her son in raising her. But this is Robin when you hear us talk about the book club. A lot of you know Robin from the name in there, and if you've gone to the book club. But she's our sweetheart that has been a loyal practitioner here. So I wanted to just you to have a face and to feel her love as she might have walked past you. And this is Robin Backstrom. And thank you for being here. So good to see her. And drum roll.
Yeah, we don't have a.
There, that sounded good. The flooring and the carpeting is finished. Yeah. Yeah, you know, we had so many donations flow this way, and I've spent a lot of thoughtful time thanking those people. But now I want to do it all over again to say it's done. It's done. So I have to track all that back. But it's just so beautiful. And so many people to thank that were the hard workers here to make it happen. And so, you know who you are. I can't name you all. There's so many, and I'd leave somebody out. But thank you for the donations of money and the hard work, the sweat, the muscles, the backs, all of it that made it happen. Enjoy looking at the different rooms. The library is over here. Prayer room is up here. Don't peek in if somebody's in there in prayer, though that would be rude. And then into the offices, you can glance in, and maybe Charlie can open up the door so you can look to see. It's in transition. It's not complete with the girls putting their stuff back, but they're so excited. So I wanted to close. Oh, another quote, Jack Kornfield. But this is a lovely thing to take home with you. Compassion arises naturally as the quivering of the heart in the face of pain, ours and another's. When we rest in the great heart of compassion, we discover a capacity to bear witness to, suffer with, and hold dear with our own vulnerable heart the sorrows and the beauties of the world. Some people just say what I said took an hour to say, and they say it in a little paragraph. But thank you for being here today. Enjoy the sweetness that the kitchen cookies presented for you, and another song from then, and then we'll stand and join hands and know that there's peace in this world. Thank you.
Here's a song from the Summer of Love in 1967. I think some of you were around.
One or two.
Maybe not there in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Where it was.
Don't remember.
And please feel free if you want to stand up, if you want to sing along, whenever you're ready.
Love is but a song we sing, and fear's the way we die. Oh, you can make the mountains ring, or hear the angels cry. Know the dove is on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people, now, smile on each other, everybody get together and love one another right now. Oh, some will come and some will go, and we shall surely pass. When the one who left us here returns for us at last, we are like a moment's sunlight sparkling on the grass. Come on, people, now, smile on each other, everybody get together and love one another right now. So if you hear the song I sing, you will understand. Listen. You hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both. It's there at your command. Come on, people, now, smile on each other, everybody get together and love one another right now. Come on, people, now, smile on each other, everybody get together and love one another right now. Come on, people, now, smile on each other, everybody get together and love one another right now. Oh, love one another right now. Yes, love one another right now.
Thank you. And now we'll sing the peace song all together now.
Peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as our one source, united all are we. Let us walk with each other this be a moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous time. To take each moment